represents Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Okay, so NASIC is partially based at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So you have to ask yourself, are there any potential conflicts of interest, especially when it relates to this story? You know, are there facilities within Wright-Patterson Air Force Base relating to acquiring foreign technologies and potentially reverse engineering them? So do you have those conflicts of interest? I mean, that's a good question to ask. I'd also point out as well, something also which wasn't in the story. I mean, there's two aspects to mention as well. So just to clarify, this is actually information that we had in the original story, single-sourced information in terms of one piece of information, and then multi-sourced in another piece of information, which I'll get down to. So the first thing was that I was hearing that the US Air Force's 1st Special Operations Component Maintenance Squadron is involved in a potential transportation of such materials. Now that's based in Eglin Air Force Base, Florida, which is the exact facility that representatives were denied access to a few months ago, which I find quite interesting. And then the other thing as well, I mean, we kept on hearing a story about, so the way it works from our understanding is that it's very, very dependent on where special operations units are in the world. So if a SEAL team, for instance, happens to be near a location of a site of an alleged crashed non-human craft, and at first they thought it was some kind of like Star Wars secret technology, but then they started to get the impression that actually this was not human, that this was a non-human craft. And then from my understanding, different people within that unit started getting very, very concerned that they didn't have cover and that this was potentially illegal. And this is a good time to point out that if these allegations are correct, and that you do have special operations units involved in retrievals,